wonderful people, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tomilola Adenuga. I am a new immigrant who recently moved to Canada from Lagos, Nigeria. If you're Nigerian in the house, please drop a comment on the comment section. Let me connect with you. Let me hug you. You are my person. Okay, so I am in Ontario and there are different provinces in Canada. How many are they actually? They should actually flog me because at the top of my head, I don't even know them. I know about them. Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Montreal, Alberta. I think Nova Scotia, I mentioned Nova Scotia, Newfoundland. Yes, so I think I've mentioned all the provinces and all that. So there are different provinces in Canada, just like different states, just the way you have it in like America. You have New York, you have Florida, Chicago and all that. So just that way, there are different provinces in Canada. So I happen to live in Ontario currently. And in Ontario, if you're a new immigrant, just the way it is, we all know the way Naira to the dollar is right now. It's almost heartbreaking and all that. So even if you were earning like 1 million in Nigeria, coming to Canada, that's like $1,000. 1 million in Nigeria is like a lot of money. In Canada, it is almost nothing. You can't be earning $1,000 a month in Canada. It doesn't get anywhere. Your house rent is a lot more than that. Your house rent is probably ×3 of that $1,000. These days, on the average, an average 3-bedroom in Ontario, Canada, where I stay, if you're coming with kids, especially, the least you might be able to rent is like 2-bed, 3-bed. So on the average, a 3-bed in Ontario now, on the average, like I said, on the average, in a different area it can be a lot higher. In a different area it can be like lower or something. It's about $3,000. So your $1,000 does not do anything here. So as a new immigrant in Canada, if you just recently landed and you're a permanent resident, I've got good news for you. I've mentioned this in a previous video, but I just feel the need to reiterate it because I have helped quite a number of people and it has been bliss. We all know the way the world is right now. It's not easy converting Naira to dollar and all that, but if you're a new immigrant, this is the way you can be helped. And number one thing is you can get a grant. The grant means that you're going to school and the government is ready to support you and your family. One thing I'll tell you is, if you are single, unfortunately, it might not help you because the government feels that you should be able to take care of yourself by yourself. This grant helps like families with children. If you have kids, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids, the government will help you. They will support you. What does this grant do? This grant goes towards they won't tell you what the grant is for. They won't say, oh, use it for this. You're the one that knows where you need the money the most. So if you need the money for rent, you can use it for rent. If you need to buy a car, it's helped me to buy my car, by the way. If you want to use it for your rent, and it has helped me for my rent as well. For my rent, for my car, it has helped me. If you want to use it for like daily living expenses, cost of groceries are so high and all that, the government understands and they will help you with that because you are going to school. So like I said, your Nigerian money is almost nothing here, unfortunately. That's if you're earning like 1 million Naira. So what if your money is like 200k, 300k? Don't even bother converting. Do you understand? How much was I like earning in Nigeria? Guys, let's not even go into that matter. So the thing is, you must be ready to like go to school. That's one of the ways you can get that grant in Ontario, Canada. And that grant, like I said, it helps families with children. So let's say you as the wife, you go to school, you as the husband goes to school, you will get a grant and it helps you. Why should you even consider it? Because I'm not going to kid you guys, it is win-win. Most times I have heard of people that have come into the country and they complain that there are no jobs. So instead of you just waiting, applying month on month, and you're seeing your proof of funds depreciating, why don't you just start schooling? And it's really like helpful, it's flexible. You can like keep on like applying for your job whilst you're schooling. It's flexible. There are many schools that like offer remote programs that you can do online. You don't need to physically go to the school every day. You just apply and then you get the admission. The school helps you to like qualify, sorry, to apply for OSAP, the Ontario Student grants, where you get money for yourself and your family. So another thing I'm going to mention is that it is helpful for both of you, that is husband and wife, to enroll in it if you both have plans of working. Like I said, a lot of people are complaining that there are no jobs. So instead of you waking up like 5-6 months down the line and you've not gotten a job, though God forbid, but let's be realistic, it really happens, you can start schooling. And by the way, if you even school, it's like a step higher, because most times you respect the certificates that you have, and it's like smooth sailing. Like the course I am doing, for instance, I'm doing digital marketing, by the way. Like before the end of the program, I'm going to be placed in a firm for IT. You do well, they will retain you. So just like follow it through that way. That is one of the ways I feel you can easily like integrate into the system, rather than you just like waiting for that job, waiting for that job and all that. Start schooling and they will help you, they will support you. Almost everybody gets supported, except the only reason why you might not get supported is if you have a lot of money and because you have to like declare how much you're coming into the country with. Let's say you're declaring that you're making like 10 million naira in Nigeria. Let's say that's like $10,000. Of course you won't get that money. So if you say you're making like $10,000 in Nigeria or $20,000, you won't get the money, because they know they won't give the money to you as dash. They need to know that you actually need that money. But how many people make that kind of money back home? So you declare, this is the amount I was making, you know, the government will support you. Yes, they will support you. So they even support, like, for there are things that I can't mention the full details, but let's say on the average, a family of like 4 kids or 5 kids, I don't know the maths, everything is different, it depends on different things. So please don't take my figure for it and say, oh, this is the amount they must give me. It depends, it all depends. So let's say family of 4, you might be getting as much as like on the average for the $5,000. That's for one person. So for 2 people, multiply that by 2, that's like 90K. I think that is good enough, guys, if you ask me. That will help you to like settle a lot of things, a lot of bills. They're coming into the country, you don't know where to start from, you're worried. Don't be worried. Just put your mind that, okay, if I go to school and all that, the government will support me and they will help me with my family. If you have kids, it really helps families with kids. Another thing it helps you to do is, because you're declaring the amount you're coming with, you can also apply for a subsidy for your child care. So the government is also going to be paying you child care benefits for your child. Of course, all this depends on the amount you're claiming you are making, where you're coming from. Apart from the childcare benefits, apart from the school grants the government is giving you, you can also apply for daycare subsidy, where you'll be taking your children to the daycare. Daycare here is expensive. Daycare is expensive. I'm sure all of us have heard about it. In the West it's expensive, abroad it's expensive. So but with this again, you can apply for daycare and you won't pay 1 naira, you won't pay anything. All this is still based on the fact of what you've declared as your income. So if let's say you're declaring $10,000, $20,000, that means you don't need the money. And if you don't need the money, why do you want the money? But on the other hand, if you feel that you need the money, that your income was not so high, the government will support you. It is taxpayers' money, guys. By God's grace, when you're also settled, by the time you're paying your tax, it's going to be helping someone. So some people talk to me and they feel like, oh, we are entitled. Why do you want to come into a country to rip somebody off? It's a cycle. The person that is talking started getting benefits at some point. Almost every immigrant, by the time you're landing, you've gotten benefits one way or the other. It is somebody's money, and I always tell people it is a cycle. In 3 years time from now, by God's grace, I won't be at this level. Everybody aspires to be like higher and all that. You all aspire to maybe probably live in a 5-bedroom house. By that time you're making like 20K. Your tax is what is going to be servicing a new immigrant. So it's a cycle. Nobody should get angry. If anybody wants to belittle you for that, tell them it's a cycle. Tell them I said so, okay? Because everybody is benefiting one way or the other. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. We all start from somewhere and we all enjoy it one way or the other. That's just the way I reason it. Next year now, I will start paying my taxes. My taxes are going to be used for like building the roads, one thing or the other, for the hospital. At the end of the day, nothing is really free. It's just that all the money, you're seeing where the money is going to. That's just it. It just makes sense. And instead of you coming into the country struggling, that is what the government is doing for you. Like, it's going to help you soft pedal. By the time you've spent 1-2 years in the system, you will definitely pay your tax as well. You can't evade it, you can't run away from it. Your tax is also going to be used for a good cause. I like to see my tax being used for a good cause. That's just it. I'm not going to say I'm not going to pay tax. I can't run away from the tax, but at least let it be used for a good cause. Everybody prays to be comfortable. As a new immigrant, trust me, there are many shaky times. There are many times you ask yourself, who sent me a message? I have a friend that she was talking to me some days ago, and she was like, to me, who sent me? I locked up a 5-bedroom duplex in Oniru. In anybody that's in Nigeria can relate. Not me, I'm talking about my friend. I never used to stay in Oniru, by the way. But I know this person, she used to stay in Oniru. Anybody that knows Lagos or Island, Victoria Island, Lekki knows Oniru. This lady locked up a 5-bedroom duplex, 2-bedroom boys quarter, and she's still looking for an apartment right now. So everything in the beginning, it might be shaky. So that is why some of these things are good. It will help you to soft pedal. It will help to make your life easy, and we understand it. Nobody is stealing from anybody. People come and they are like, oh, immigrants are stealing from who? Stealing from where? Like, I don't get it. You are still going to pay your dues back. Of course, you paid into I don't know if as a student you paid one thing or the other. Do you get? You paid your school fees, you paid for insurance, you paid for this, you paid for that. You will start paying your taxes soon. As a PR too, I paid for applying into the country. It was not free, and I'll start paying my taxes soon. So don't let anybody make you feel guilty that, oh, you're owing the government, you're owing this person, you're owing that person. Nah, please, you're not owing anybody. Please, you're not owing anybody. Okay, by the time you start paying your taxes, you're going to pay it forward to someone else who would need it in the future. So that's just it. So it's better to seize the moment. Don't suffer in silence. Don't suffer. These things are available for you if you ask, if you know the right things to do. When you come into the country as a new immigrant, especially in Ontario, please, if you're in Ontario, this message is for you. There are many other things in other provinces. I might not be privileged to talk about it because I don't know the information firsthand, and I don't want to give wrong information. Please, if you're watching this video, please, I'm sure things like this also like apply in your province. One thing or the other that can help you, just ask. Just ask. I know in Manitoba they help with rent assist, like they pay like 80% of your rent. You guys are enjoying, by the way. They help with school grants as well. So just find out what is obtainable for you in your province, the province you're going to. For me, I'm talking to Ontarians, those that live in Ontario. Okay, permanent residents, please, I'm so sorry, students are not. Of course, you've paid your school fees already, but it's for permanent residents. If you are coming into Ontario as a permanent resident, if you're going to be living in Ontario, I can speak for Ontario. So if you want to know how I can help you, if you don't mind, I will give you the links to my school. My school is one of the best. Like, they help you. It's easy for you to get into the school. They will help you to apply, because even applying for the OSAP is not easy. Some schools, they will tell you to start going through West again and all that. My school is quite straightforward. They will help you with all the process, the paperwork and everything. You start the course. 3 weeks into your course, you get your money. That's how in fact, you get your money. So the best time for you to apply is as you are entering Canada. After you do your SIN, you open your bank account. Let's say first week, just hit me. Just tell me I am here in Canada. That thing you spoke about, I am ready for it. Kindly link me. It's helpful for you. It will help you if both of you do it, husband and wife. If one person does it, the money is okay, but it's better because the government respects and they understand you're coming in as family. Trust me, it is flexible. It's not something I wanted to like say I was not doing. I will like, I have 3 kids, I have this one, I have that one. I was so scared. I said I was not doing, but thank God I did though. Let me just put it there. Let me just end it there. Thank God I did. Thank God I did. So I'm so glad I was able to do it. Like, and I've started, I'm about 3 months into my course now. 2-3 months into my course, and it's flexible. Everything is online. We connect every day, and our lecturers are there. We connect, and you must go to class, of course. It's online, so you almost have no excuse. Just connect and you start listening to your lectures. You write your exams, you submit your coursework, your assignments whenever it is due. You can do it. Trust me. It's it's not as it's not even coming from someone like me that I have like a plethora, like a lot of things to do. I am still winging it, I am doing it, and it is seamless for me. Okay, so right now it's not as if I'm not looking for a job. I'm not doing any job currently, but it's because of something like this. I am not under serious pressure. Am I under pressure? Of course I need a job and all that, but I might do my business, I might not do, let me just say I will work, but it's not yet so active because I am doing the school and all that. So that's just it. You can start doing something like this, and slowly you start integrating yourself into the system. Another thing I need to mention is people that have kids with special needs. For one thing or the other, if you apply, the government would even help you better. They will give you a bit more money to help you because they understand these are the things that they will help you to take care of. You can also apply to have your child taken care of, specially like they would set up like caseworkers that will help you to take care of your child, depending on whatever thing you have for the child, whatever thing you need for the child. It might be like autism, ADHD, whatever it is, so many different things. And if you just feel your child has like special needs, you should actually like mention that in your application. Don't worry, probably anybody that is saying anybody that needs this, I would know. If you get to talk to me, if you are interested, you can let me know. I know someone too that came into the country. Unfortunately, she lost her husband like some years ago. She's migrating to Canada with her children, and on that ground she'll be getting a lot more money. Do you understand? God forbid, it's not a good thing to be in, it's not something to be happy about, but the government will be assisting her because of that. Because someone like that, it's only her with children, with 3 children, and so they understand it's really difficult, or it's like difficult. Do you understand? So the government will be helping her in that regard. So things like that, people get supported, you get support and all that. So these are the things I just wanted to like point out again. I'll keep mentioning it every now and then. If you're in Ontario, you're a permanent resident, this is only applicable for a permanent resident. You're in Ontario. Better if you're married. Okay, I'm so sorry, because for single people you may not be getting a lot of money. This thing really supports people that have dependent children. That's where you be getting money from, because they understand that you need to take care of them, you need that rent, you need space. If you're coming into Canada, I'll talk about housing later on. It's almost difficult to get house. You can't be going into somewhere with like 3 kids and you're trying to get a 1-bedroom. You might almost not get it. So they understand all those things, and you get supported. Not that you're getting paid, let's just call it support. So they're giving you that support for everything and all that. So if you like this, please, you can send me an email at iamtomiadenuga@gmail.com, or you can send me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram is at Tomi Adenuga. You can send me either an email, or you can send me an Instagram DM, it's an Instagram message. I'll respond as soon as I can. Once you land into Canada, once you're preparing to land into Canada, you can have this at the back of your mind. Like, you can send it to me to like help you from the get-go. Once you come in and you sort all your paperwork, you do your SIN and everything, you can just ask me more questions, whatever you're not like clear about. If you need more clarity, the courses you want to do, there are lots of courses you can do: project management, human resources, different things, health. I don't have everything at the back of my mind right now. Different courses, most of the courses that are like in high demand, all those things, marketing and all that, you can do any of those courses for 1 year and you get the support. So that's what I wanted to mention in this video. Again, please send it to everybody that you think will need this. Okay, I'll see you in my subsequent videos. Stay blessed. Bye.